But I already clicked the button. Hold on. Turn your mic off and turn your camera off.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. All right, are we ready, sis?
Yes, we are.
You ready for me to kick it off?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, everybody. Come on in, come on in, come on in. You are now tuned into Cuz Let's Talk About It. That's right, with TNT. Tick, tick, boom, baby.
Hey, hey, let's
How you
go.
doing, Miss Tiffany?
Man, I am doing well, Miss Tracy. How you doing?
It's hot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's hot. I wasn't ready, but it's hot. We got a terrific show for everybody, but we want to take a second to address episode 2. We had technical difficulties. The echo is loud as hell. I'll keep it funky with y'all. And it was very hard to get through. So once we get that sorted out, we will upload that and it will be the lost episode and we'll all laugh about it later. But it was really good. So we definitely still going to release it, but we got to move forward in the meantime. So here we are at episode 3 and we go live.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we were kind of tired of those little technical difficulties. So we figured we just go ahead and jump in. So yes.
That's right. All right, y'all. So it is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the good daddies. Happy Father's Day. We are making this a special episode for the fellas. It's for everybody, but we definitely want to put some respect on these good daddies' names, you know.
Definitely.
Too often people are focused on the ones that are not doing it instead of giving the flowers to the ones that are. So that's what we're doing today. That's what type of time we on.
Yes. So our first segment is gonna be Who Pop They Ish. And so Who Pop They Ish for us is actually going to go to all the great and wonderful fathers out there. Like I said, yes, exactly. It's Father's Day. We're taking a moment out to honor all the amazing fathers, the stepfathers, grandfathers, uncles, mentors, father figures, all who pour so much love, strength, and wisdom into all of our lives. So you guys have to understand these people, they're the quiet heroes, they're the solid rocks, they're the protectors. They're the protectors, and we see you. So we definitely want to let you guys know that. Whether you've been there since day one or you stepped in when someone needed you the most, your presence is powerful, your love is life-changing, and your impact is unforgettable. And we just want to say a huge thank out to our TNT family. So many of you have already sent in some of the most beautiful photos and the tributes of the men who meant them or who mean the world to you. Seeing your messages, your memories, and your love is truly what all the community is all about. So we're so happy today to celebrate our kings, the ones that show it up and show it out. So thank you so very much. And at the end of the show, we have a special tribute with some of those wonderful pictures that everyone has sent in. So let's take a moment, take a breath, and let's get to this Father's Day tribute episode with love and gratitude. I just want to make sure that no matter what is said in this episode, that is what I truly mean from the bottom of my heart. Love y'all. Woo! All right.
I love that. Yes, sis. Look, I don't even know how to follow that up. You popped your ish right there.
Oh, man.
But listen, so yes, pop they shit, the fathers that are putting in the work every day. Tiff alluded to the father figures as well. Yes, every family is not, made together. You sometimes you acquire more family members, and we definitely want to shine light on those fathers that are stepping up and showing out for kids that are not biologically theirs. Yes, we thank you. And of course, to the biological fathers, to my daddy up in heaven, I love you so much. Happy Father's Day. I'm still down here doing my big one.
Yes.
So yes, yay. Give them daddies a round of applause. All right. You so silly. And that's just how we kicking things off. We putting the respect on the name. Now, I'm about to piss some people off. I know it. I don't care because I can say what I want to say. So next up, we got, look at Tiff. She's been so nervous about this since I introduced this question to her. So, look at her. She's something else. So yes, we got agree or disagree up next, right? This is such a hot topic. Should single moms that's doing all the work be celebrating Father's Day too? Yeah, and to me, I say no. I'm sorry. I was a single mom too. I get the argument of it, but no, it is called Father's Day. We get a day. It's called Mother's Day. And if you are in the trenches and you find yourself doing both roles as in fulfilling both parenting roles, then you just a bomb ass mom. Like, I don't know no other way to say that. Only a father can be a father. A mom is a mom. You know what I'm saying? So I know that's going to upset some people. I have so many friends that argue me up and down about this, but it's my opinion, and this is called agree or disagree. I absolutely disagree. You should not be celebrating Father's Day, and you're not a dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you think, Tiff? What you think?
I definitely, this sucks because we keep doing these agree and disagree, and we keep agreeing, and we're gonna have to find something that we disagree with because it doesn't really make it that much fun. But I would have to definitely agree. Like that, I have to tell you, I'm not gonna lie, probably, some years ago, I probably was one of them people that put up, I'm the mama and the daddy, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. But the reason why is definitely because it came from hurt and despair. You know what I mean? Like literally.
Yeah.
And not only, I may not have been doing as well as I wanted to be doing because I had to take care of these kids, but I made the kids too. You know what I mean? And I am their mother. Now, like as I look at those, I definitely always see somebody that's hurt that posts those types of posts. I really just don't understand why they do it. I do understand, but I really wish that they wouldn't. And yes, I disagree. You are not the daddy. You are the mama.
I like what you brought up. I like what you brought up right there, sis. I wonder if that actually has something to do with it. For me, like when you said you did it possibly in the past, like, you felt that way too. And for me, maybe it is when you early on in like doing both roles, you feel that sense of entitlement because you tired, number one.
Right.
No, number two, you pissed the fuck off. Like, why do you get acknowledged at all and you not here with us in the moment, living these day-to-day lives and, trials and tribulations of raising the kids with me, So in that respect, I get it. Maybe that's what it is. But for me, now that my girls are older and I've been doing it by myself so long that it's like, wait, what's up, baby? Like, let's get it done. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think to like ask him or, upset myself and have those types of conversations anymore. I just handle it, and move on to the next thing. And so that might have something to do with it.
One of the other things that I look at is that my daddy raised me, right? So I was in a single home with me and my sister, with my dad raising us for the most part, all on his own. And never, ever, ever would he ever be like, Happy Mother's Day to me too. Like that doesn't even seem right. And nor would I even acknowledge or even think that he even played the role of a mother. Right. You know what I mean? It's crazy. He did exactly what he had to do. And, if there were women around him to correct whatever, was like, them girls need such and such, what you doing? Then he got on his job. You know what I mean? Like he was not.
Yeah.
He was the daddy. And I would never. So flip side, I don't think guys do it. And there's a reason because it's not the same role. Boom. That's it.
Yeah. And they recognize that. Yes. I like that. Okay. We agree, but we still went deeper with it. Yeah, and I want to touch on something else. It's still within the segment, but I saw a lot of that on Facebook today, like on just social media in general. Like instead of like talking about, because I know every father figure in your life, I'm talking about these females now, is not a bad guy. Like everybody in your camp ain't shit. Like the fuck, you couldn't think of anybody like the mailman, the crossing guard. You don't know nobody that's a good dad that you couldn't acknowledge, as opposed to shining the light on somebody who you claim you have no use for or pisses you off or whatever. Why give them the energy? I don't understand that.
Yeah, it does take,
and it really, quite frankly, yeah, in certain situations, because me, sometimes I find the time. anyway, we gonna move on. So let's get to this fan favorite, y'all. We got Hood Tales from Work Signed Anonymous. Yeah. Come on with it, Tiff.
All right. Let me pull this up for you.
Yes. While you're getting that, we are so glad everybody's enjoying this segment right here. We've gotten so much good feedback from it. So keep it coming and keep the stories coming in. Go ahead, Tiff.
All right. So y'all gotta forgive me because out of nowhere I just got cold. I think my AC just kicked on, so I'm like shivering for no reason. So forgive me. But here we go. This is the Hood Tale, Anonymous from work. Okay. All right. So The title is called My Messy 40-Year-Old Boss Tried to Date a Young New Hire. Here we go. So, for context, the store manager of this place was hated by his wife and would constantly air out his dirty laundry. I even once heard him on the phone with his wife, and I cannot make this up. His wife literally said, "I hear you eating, you dirt pig. I'm not making dinner now. The kids and I are eating leftovers." Jesus. All right. So one day, a pretty young lady came in to eat, and the store manager immediately runs to the register to take her order and does not even let anyone else assist her. This man is literally thirsting over her, and he had a wife and 2 kids. At the time, we weren't hiring, but out of the blue, a job opening is available. He goes to her. He goes to her to deliver her food, and at the table starts insisting that she works here because we are short-staffed. The lady then says, "That's very useful as I am searching for a job and recently graduated high school." The manager responds, "Yes, please come work here. What size shirt do you wear?" Oh gosh. As he said this, he literally looked down at her breasts. I was shocked. This poor girl. So 5 days later, she's in a uniform and is being trained. And several months later, she ends up becoming my boss and being promoted to a team lead. I was jealous because I worked there longer, but she did prove herself to the district manager and corporate when they came to audit and do performance reviews. So I will admit her promotion was well earned. Despite this, not everyone seemed to see how great of a leader she was because the store manager were constantly disrespectful to everyone else and degrade your looks and your intelligence and compared them to this team lead when she wasn't around. So there were definitely other feelings involved about favoritism. Whew. All right, that's a lot. Here we go. Next round. My store manager became more aggressive with our newly promoted team lead and demanded she work more hours, which she did, and even forced her to work while she was sick. One day I came into work 2 to 10 shift, and I was putting my things into a locker when I heard the store manager cursing her out through the phone saying, "You bitch." Wow, sorry. What do you mean you can't come into work? Later that day, the team lead shows up. She's extremely sick and seems very upset about something. The team lead goes into the store manager's office. I became worried for her and asked asked her what's wrong once the store manager had left. He had left for the day. So and if she could do anything for you. All right, so she was extremely sick, so I got her some water, and while she calmed down. After then, she starts to tell me how she's so sick and that the store manager constantly calls her on her day off and that the store manager wants to have chats as friends and has a trip to Vegas planned for the 2 of them, which she was extremely uncomfortable about and told him to never call her again. Apparently, this did not work because she started to message her saying that there was a work emergency and that she needed to come in and she needed to do overtime, which she accepts and confesses to me that her check had been coming short and missing hours. Not only is this a problem, but also the store manager had kissed her while she was working and was getting ice from the machine to fill up a soda machine. My jaw dropped. The poor girl, the poor young team lead was being taken advantage of. And the entire time the store manager had painted a picture of her and turned other and asked to have her go home because of her illness. After she left, I never saw her again. A month passed, and a different ex-employee had filed a lawsuit in which they found evidence that the store manager was, after all, adjusting overtime hours and not paying employees for their overtime. This store manager's work days were being counted, and he had the worst luck while he was being investigated. A homeless person literally took flight, went over the counter, and punched the store manager in the face. Several associates said that this was the best day of work. Woo, that was a whole lot, sis. That was a whole lot.
That was a lot. First of all, just so we clear, that sounds like a clear case of sexual harassment.
Definitely.
And couldn't have been me, my child, my neighbor, my ex-homegirl, like nobody I fucking know. Like, so disrespectful, so disgusting. And yeah, I'm glad somebody did that. That wasn't nobody but God. Look at God.
Look at God.
Look at God.
The first thing
look,
I was thinking was that, just on the basis of Father's Day, I was like, oh man, why she didn't go tell her daddy? Why she didn't go home and go tell her daddy?
Yes.
She should have came.
Yes, go get somebody. Look, look, we not promoting violence, but that was inappropriate. First of all, trips to Vegas, the private chats, that's like signal number one. If you can't talk to me in the same manner that you would speak to me in a room full of people, then you're probably saying some inappropriate shit anyway, and you need to rethink what's about to come out your mouth. So that's a red flag. Women, people in general, because it goes both ways with the sexual harassment type situations. Yeah, when people want to talk to you off on the side by yourself all the time, that's definitely a signal. It's about to be some problems. It usually doesn't die down from there. It turns up. And then the kiss, that's when it should have been, she should have, no, don't touch me. And you damn sure don't put your filthy mouth on my step.
Screamed as high as she could.
Yeah, but I didn't talk mine. Listen, I taught Jamia, you pick up something. You didn't fair fight my ass. Fair fight my ass. That shit is over.
Fair fight. Yep.
That shit is over.
I think you might be able to beat
lost
me.
That.
It is never a fair fight. If you might maybe be able to beat me. First of all, I don't even play hitting games anymore. Let's just be honest. I'm not good.
Girl, you remember that shit, what was that, frog and all that shit? Like, no, those were bad games. Yeah, and even in grammar school, it went left.
I don't like it. Somebody always get hurt. Somebody always gets in trouble. But
and somebody always get mad. Yeah, so that was definitely a hood tale from Workside Anonymous. Thank you for writing in, telling your story. I'm sorry that happened to you. Like, all jokes aside, that was so inappropriate. And I hope something else happened to him. Somebody, told, and he's not employed anymore. That's what my hope is. So, moving right along. What we got going on next, Tiff?
Oh, let's see here. So this is that. Guess what that stupid motherfucker said. This is you, Miss Missy.
Yeah. So this one, we putting the respect on the good daddy's names and all of that, but we also here to keep it funky. And you know what it is, Tiff. The truth don't always smell good, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
We have some fathers out there that are no longer in the home, with them, and they feel that it is equally, or if not all, the child's responsibility to get in contact with them. Now, you good daddies, turn your head, do like this. I'm not talking to y'all. I promise you, I'm not. I'm talking to these clown ass motherfuckers, though. I'm finna get on their ass right now. I'm sorry. It is not your child's job to contact you. You are the adult. You are supposed to know better. A child's attitude fluctuates with the way the sun is setting. Like, they go through so many a plethora of emotion just growing up, kids in general. And then if you were in the household at one point and then, were removed, or you removed yourself, however y'all story went, got nothing to do with your child. It is still your job to take the lead in parenting them. They're not raising you. They didn't have you. You had them. So for you to think that a child should contact you first and have the forethought, to think, oh, I wonder how my dad do it. Now, should mom be like, oh, when you want to talk to your dad, yes, make dad available, get on the phone, help them down, all that good stuff when they want to. But as far as whose responsibility it is, you out your rabbit ass mind if you think it's a child's responsibility to contact you. So I'm talking about them stupid motherfuckers right there. That's what I'm talking about. Tiff, what do you think?
Right. Look, that was a whole lot. And I'm sure there's so many different types of co-parenting combinations of situations. I know that was a lot. There's a whole lot of combinations of situations. So you can't really, I'm going to put a blanket on it, yes. It's always the responsibility of the adult in a child's life to reach out to their children. And to be honest, by not whatever means is necessary, but through the proper means, proper way. Like I said, sometimes, there is no communication. Say it's the mom's fault that there's no communication, right? It is now at that point, you are the adult. You don't let a no stop in front of you. You always talk about, or people always talk about how women go to the court and they make sure this gets done and this gets done. I keep on saying my daddy raised me, so obviously the courts give the kids to the dad sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, or however that, situations may be. But you don't stop yourself. You don't let things stop you from having a relationship with your child, especially if it's not a lawful one. And if you're not in a situation to get yourself to that next point, then that is your next goal. Get yourself to that next point. So therefore, in the future, your children cannot look back and say, Dad, I wish this would have happened. How come this didn't happen? You know what I mean? And you don't say woulda, coulda, shoulda. Nobody ever wants to hear that, after the fact.
Hello. You bring up another interesting point, Tiff, I just love you, girl. You be thinking. But I feel like a lot of fathers that get that initial no, they take it as gospel. Like, let's say I say, no, you can't see your child. Let me tell you something. Ain't a soul walking or angel flying that could tell me I couldn't get to Asia and Mia. Do you understand? Those are my daughters, everybody. There's no, and I'm just like, okay, oh well, can't see him ever again in life. Guess I'll mosey on, and start a new, like, no, I'm gonna do whatever I have to do with take whatever proper channels, whatever court filings, this, that. What happens is the lazy game comes into play and you don't want to do the leg work. Is your child worth that? Is your interaction with your child worth that? And if it is, do the leg work. Fight for your child. Because even if you're not successful, when they do grow up, because eventually they grow up, and they can seek you out, you will have your receipts ready to go. I fought for you, daddy, tried, and I didn't give up on you. You will be able to say that. And that's going to carry some weight, most likely. You know what I'm saying? So don't let it be an excuse. And then I also want to throw this other little fun fact out there. And this is more encouragement than talking shit. Some will take it like that. But, if it fly, put it on, all that shit they say. Yeah, but if you want to, you can file for joint custody. There's something called joint custody. It's not all or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't, those ones that get tired of paying child support, get your child half the time, do half the actual leg work, and then you'll be paying half the money. But then you got those dads that they like writing that check because you don't want to be there for that everyday shit. You know what I'm saying? But but the end game is it's possible. Fight for your child. They have legal resources. If you don't have a lot of money, the game didn't change, So fight for your kid. It's not their job to contact you. Every time I hear that shit, I get this picture in my head, sis, of them expecting a child to be on some military shit, like tunneling, trying to get to their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, get your dumb ass out of here. This is a child. Like, they're lucky if they can find their damn shoes when it's time to go to school. Like, you want them to find your ass? Shut up.
Man. That was good.
So anyway,
moving on.
All right.
So that felt good. All right. So the next thing
where we at?
To be honest, we're getting so close to the end. So we are down to we gotta talk about Tracy Cares.
Yay!
Let's talk about it, sis.
Yes. All right. So Tracy Cares is my nonprofit organization. We did a Mother's Day giveaway trip for the moms last month, and that was such a joy to us. But we're gonna run it back for the dads. Yes, we're gonna put the same respect on these fathers' names, these good dads out there that we did on the moms, because that's what this is about, making sure they are heard, felt, and seen as well. So Tracy Cares is getting ready to give away a trip, but I want to go through a couple of announcements first before I name that person. Okay. So also my nonprofit We do a lot of community service, but what we're currently running right now is a professional wear clothing drive, right? So I feel that we can donate food, we can donate clothing. That is wonderful, but it just, in my opinion, puts a band-aid on the problem. What's going to really affect change is helping people get back to work. How do they show up to interviews unprepared? We want them to feel good about themselves. We want them to feel like they can win again, because everybody finds themselves in the need of help. To what magnitude? Yes, that varies, but let's help them get back to work. Let's get them in those offices feeling good about themselves and ready to start anew. That's what this clothing drive is about. I've done other clothing drives before, but this one was specific for professional wear. We are talking ties, suits, dresses, skirts, blouses, all that good stuff. Let me know. We will put the link in the app forum on YouTube forum or whatever, where you guys can contact me if it's within the Chicagoland area or surrounding area. I've gone as far as to Indiana to do some pickups. I ain't playing, y'all. I'm not playing. So yes, that's what we on. Tracy Cares, my nonprofit, and I also want to shout out to my board of directors once again, because they always back me up when I come with these big, grand ideas of wanting to give stuff away. But that's what we do. That's what we do. We give our time, we give money, we give trips, we give clothes, food. We just want to give back to the community. I have businesses. I understand what it means to want to make a profit. You understand? But you can't take something so grand out the game without putting something back in. And that's what Tracy Cares is going to do. We putting something back out there, okay? So, with that being said, it's time to get a trip away. Yeah, I got another cruise. We got another cruise. Yes. 4 day. Yes.
4 day cruise.
4 days.
Oh,
yes, 4 day cruise. Yes, this one is specifically to the Bahamas. The Bahamas. I've never been, so I'm about to give some away that I've never gotten to experience, and that feels good. I like that. I'm not a hater, so I could do that. So anyway, help me with the drum roll, sis. Help me out. Okay. My girl, she gonna back me up. That's my sis. Okay, so the winner of the Tracy Cares trip giveaway Father's Day edition is Desmond Sims. Desmond Sims. Let me tell you a little bit about Desmond Sims. He is, I'm gonna try not to tear up because he's a bomb ass dad. He's a relatively young father. Okay, he's such an amazing father. He has sacrificed for his kids time and time and time again. I saw it with my own two eyes. He is one of the fathers that we kind of alluded to that had to fight for his kids, and he did not give up. He did not give up. This man rolled up his sleeves and he got in them trenches, and his babies are with him. His babies are with him. He has his children, the 2 that are here, and then his other 3 are also coming to live with him. So I just want to tell him I saw you fight, and I'm so glad you deserve this time with them, and you deserve this trip. Congratulations, Desmond.
Congratulations.
Yay. Yes. Okay, so we got all that good mushy stuff out the way. Well, not really, because we got a tribute coming up, right, Tip?
We do.
We got a Father's Day?
We do have a Father's Day tribute coming up. I was actually kind of preparing it because you know how our let goes, our technicalities sometimes gets a little weird here, but I'm working on this. We got this coming.
Okay. So, while she's getting that ready, or you got it ready, Tiff?
I believe I got it. I believe I have it ready. Let me just.
I believe in her.
We're gonna figure this out. All right. Let's see here.
Girl, while I hear our music in my head, I just start swaying.
This is not playing.
Stop playing. Okay, hold on, you guys. We're gonna put up the "Be Right Back" for you because we'll be right back.
We'll
We'll be
be
right back
right
with the tribute. Yes. Hey, we're back.
Hey. All right.
Because let's talk about it.
Yes, because let's talk about it. So we have a special tribute to the special fathers of the TNT community. And we are going to actually post it right on the YouTube channel so everyone can see all the beautiful tributes and pictures that have been submitted. I definitely wanted to do it at the end of this show for a little outro, but obviously everything didn't go as planned, but we're going to keep it pushing and keep it positive. Because we definitely want these fathers to have their day, and we love y'all so much. Before we get on up out of here, I'm going to let Miss Tracy say a little bit, but I do want to say a little bit on my own. I do want to say Happy Father's Day, Daddy. Thank you so much for all the hard work and dedication that you've put into raising me as now an adult, not a young adult. I am an adult. I also want to say Happy Father's Day to a special stepdad, Mr. June. You have definitely also put in so much hard work and dedication. And you are one of those unsung heroes who, don't get the shout outs that they truly deserve. So thank you so much and Happy Father's Day. And sis, what would you like
Yay. to say? I want to thank all the dads and my family. We mostly pretty much have all good dads. Like that's my bloodline. That's where we come from. Fathers take care of their kids in our camp. So I want to say thank you to all the dads, and obviously a very, very special Happy Father's Day to my own dad. I love you so much. I miss you terribly. I spent the better part of the morning in tears, but in your true baby girl fashion, I am up, smiling, and ready to face whatever. And I tell you, that is because of my daddy. That is how he taught me to conduct myself, no matter what's standing ahead of me, whether that's grief, pain, storms, whatever. My daddy taught me to stand strong and keep my head up, and that's what I'm doing today. So thank you, Daddy. You left me with all the tools I needed to survive in your absence. I miss you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate y'all for rocking out with us. We got more shows coming. We'll be back next month with another great show. No more giveaways for a while. We gave away 2 trips back to back. But come on back in. Okay, yeah, that wasn't no easy feat right there. That wasn't easy. So y'all come on back, chop it up with us next month. We will be dropping promos, of course, leading up to the show airing. And yeah, we'll see y'all next time. This has been Cuz Let's Talk About It. What up?
Oh, I was just going to say, don't forget Juneteenth is just in a couple of days, right? So let's make sure that we're celebrating, acknowledging those things as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tiffany. Good point. I will be celebrating. We are barbecuing because that's our 4th of July. Hello. Okay, so yes, thank you, Tiffany. Thank you for bringing that up. Y'all come on back and chill with us next time. And in the meantime, this has been Cuz Let's Talk About It with TNT. Tick, tick, boom, baby. Yeah, bye.
Bye.